I wish they could just have regular kisses. This is weird and gross. Alright, it's me, Ronald Off the Record, about to react to episode 4 of The Summer Hikaru Died. So, it's been a week since the last episode. I was trying to give myself a refresher. So, yeah, a very interesting possible budding relationship between Yoshiki and this thing that's inside Hikaru. They finally were, quote, honest with each other. Yoshiki showed that he was not happy that you're so similar to Hikaru, but you're not him. And then Hikaru expressed that he can't avoid the fact that he likes Yoshiki. Whether this is friendship, romance, it's clearly coded as romance. And then Hikaru like grabs onto him and all this weird red-black stuff comes out. And almost as if like there's like a metaphor for a, you know, physical intimacy between the two of them. And I don't know, I wonder if this is like metaphor for gay sexuality and the conflicted feelings one has exploring it for the first time. But Yoshiki seems to have resolved to try to make things work out with Hikaru, this different thing that is Hikaru. And I don't know, I had some other thoughts I think I said at the end of the last video, but this is not healthy. It's a kind of obsessive relationship. But whatever this monster thing is, he clearly has feelings for Yoshiki. We'll see where that goes. That could be the basis for something. Got to keep those emotions under control, though. I expressed concern, too, that Hikaru, how much is he aware of that the housewife warned him things did not turn out well with her husband who had died, and the thing came in his form. And also, there's this danger to the village. And Hikaru, the thing that's Hikaru, might be the cause of it. However, I think he's not. I'm thinking we're going to find out he's not. That's my guess. We'll see. So yeah, next episode, Summer Festival. Let's go watch it. Ew, weird noises. Oh. That's so dramatic. Yeah, you don't poke them, you don't boop them like that. You hold out your hand and then let them choose to be affectionate with you. But was the real Hikaru so childlike? I don't know. I'm assuming no. I mean, he is learning the world that it is. The gross stuff. They're openly talking about it. And they all saw that weird stuff. So as of now, we have not gotten confirmation that Hikaru is evil. I like this Hikaru personality, whatever it is, and I'll call it Hikaru, but also say it too, because we don't know what this thing is. What's going on? Is the weirdness spreading? Aren't you gonna stick around and make sure she's alright? Weird. Have none of them checked out Hikaru? You would think. Make sure he's okay. What's a yukata?
そっか、夏祭りや。おい。ほんま助かります。まあさ、油追加で持ってこんかい。あ、筋長の。妹は何や、まだ学校行けてへんのよ。
あっこん嫁は何しとったか。
Is he saying that in front of them?
かき氷食わんじゃあ行こに。
Hikaru seems nice enough.
やり直そうにも儀式のやり方はインド家の
Only the Indo family know how. This isn't a very good system.
そもそもあんなん本当に実在するんかいな。
この土地の門が未来永劫閉じ込めとかんとあかんかったもんや。
Or the Indo family specifically.
他に手がないとはいえ。あの男、ほんまに任せて大丈夫なんか。
失敬だな。ちゃんと脱いでますよ。まあ失礼。
ここに移るやろうが、僕らにとっては大事なこと
彼女も大変ですよ。
それは人の頭とかいう。
How do they conclude it's a head?
彼女がいれば汚れた山に入れる。
So it's a key?
小さい村やからな。祭りは大事や。
希望が山町の一部で。
Kibogayama town. I guess that's where the high school is. It's interesting how you have villages that are still relating to each other. It's just interesting to me as an American because we have cities and suburbs, but their whole history is completely different, you know? It's like within the last 100 years or so.
お、行こに。よしき。
結界が傷つけられました。
何？
What? How do you know that? And what barrier?
弾かれた。ごめん、トイレ行きたい。誰が張った？邪魔くそ。
So it wards off this thing that is Hikaru.
ブルーハワイって何味なの？
かき氷のシロップって全部同じ味らしいで、着色してあるだけで人は味が違って感じるんやって。
じゃあ俺は見た目が同じなら同じに感じるん？
全然。なんか嬉しそうやな。
え？
Yeah, Yoshiki looked happy to say that too. Because he sees him as not Hikaru minus. He's not a not Hikaru. He's something else. He's his own thing. And he's coming to terms with that. It's a barrier to him?
ここに。
何？よしきはさ。
なんや。
やから俺が本当の光やないって分かったん？
ちゃうよ。俺は光の死体見とるから。
Oh yeah, this is the first scene. A tree that looks like a female form. I guess that's gay symbolism. This is where you scream and cry, yes?
早く人に伝えんと。あれ
He's so calm, Yoshiki.
あれ起きた時にはお前が帰ってきとった。早い家出たい。
なんでよしきはさ都会に行きたいん？
田舎はクソや。
だよな。跡取りのユウスケ君が病気やって。
ユウスケ君は病気やないよ。同性愛者や。
ほう。LGBT？
知ら
LGBT.
ん気もできやん。
じゃあさ、今日は俺んち泊まるし。
So this is the real Hikaru, right? This is flashback?
よしき見て。カニ。よしき。
にしとんねん。俺どっか行ってくる。お前のこと絶対守るし、お前のお願いならなんだって聞いたるから。
It's love.
るために僕内臓一つ持ってかれてるんで何個も作れないっすね。
内臓
An organ.
会社の推奨するやり方は嫌いですし。
What's that on the back of his neck?
ってたのは確かです。人混みに惹かれたんでしょうね。ああいうのは人間が好きなんですよ。普通の汚れならまだしも、あんな度級のがどうやって人混みの中を目立つ。
What he's talking about is not describing Hikaru. Like, Hikaru doesn't like lots of humans. And he's suggesting it would be obvious. Something mammoth. Hikaru is not malevolent seeming. He just wants to hang out with Yoshiki. What the fuck is happening? Uh-oh.
本当はむやみにこんなことしたない。
The tracks.
大丈夫やろか。
What was that ending? That was so abrupt. Why would you say she hopes this Yoshiki, I assume, is okay? What's she doing? I don't know. It's a mystery. We're supposed to tune in next week. Is she doing something to try to ward off the spirits? Going on some spiritual adventure? I don't know. Something about those tracks, as we saw in that earlier scene. What? Is this a post-credits scene?
俺が死んだらあいつ
He'll be
一人になっ
alone.
てまうや。よしき一人にさせたない。
This is a real Hikaru.
何血でよう見え。誰でもええから俺あいつをそばに。
Stay by his side. Talk about ambiguous, because that's like suggesting Hikaru, some part of him survived and kind of merged with this thing. That would explain why it knows what Hikaru knows. That's my theory now, that it's merging together of Hikaru, his spirit, or his mind with whatever this is. And so whatever this malevolent thing is affected by merging with Hikaru. And this thing, I don't know, these things like humans, and so they want to live life, and so they want to be human, or be around humans, or have humans, or something. And so maybe merging with Hikaru is his chance. Anyway, that was a bunch of theories that I just came up with. We'll see what is going on. Wow. It's interesting how there's a lot of important things have happened after the credits this time. And before we had during the credits, some important things happening during the credits. Okay, well that's interesting, seeing them experiment with form. All right, so that's been my reaction to episode 4. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. All right, we continue The Summer Hikaru Died today, episode 5. I think it's called Wig Ghost. And what I remember from last week is there was just more of an indication that the real Hikaru might have feelings back to Yoshiki, because we had this post-credits flashback where he's like, he can't leave Yoshiki alone. And he was determined to stay by his side. And apparently allowed himself to be kept alive by merging with this weird being. And that housewife, the lady whose husband had come back from the dead, what was going on with her walking into the train tracks? There's something going on there. I have no theories there, but that's clearly supposed to be mysterious. And it's never been revealed to us, the audience, who killed the old lady in the first episode. And I think that's supposed to be a mislead, that we're supposed to think it was Hikaru. This being that has Hikaru's body, I don't know if it would be willing to kill. Because, I don't know, I think there's some part of Hikaru in there is my theory now. And also, the guy hunting the thing said it was like some mammoth being and shouldn't have gotten into the festival. All my theories point towards hope that Hikaru and Yoshiki can find some relationship here. But there's Tanaka, I think is the hunter's name, is definitely going to find out that Hikaru is not Hikaru and probably go after them. So we'll see how that pans out. Okay. Uh-oh, long hair. This is, I know, a ghost thing. This is so funny. I'm running Pathfinder role-playing game, one of the books on the back of my shelf, and there's a ghost that is was of somebody who was killed because of her long hair, so that her hair could be used in a wig. And this is called Wig Ghost. I wonder if this is like a common legend. Oh, was that Yoshiki's sister? I don't know. Huh. So apparently the weirdness from the mountain descended into the town, so other things are happening. Fried chicken is nice.
さっきなんで鶏肉見てたん？なんかそのなんか感触がそのな似とってん。
Oh, to the inside of him? Ugh.
今度はなんや？もう一回触ってみ。え？
This is all very metaphorical for sexual experimentation.
よしき、俺みたいなやつからの干渉に耐性なさすぎ。見ててハラハラすんねん。
I wish they could just have regular kisses. This is weird and gross.
はよしてや。今日は部活行かなあかんのよ。
心の準備があんねん。
Like, why does he want to put his hand in there? Oh no, we're gonna see the chicken. These noises are very suggestive.
慣れてきたんちゃう？
なんや、俺の方に。
Mhm.
あの時と同じ。
That was weird.
ちょっと俺の方から触っただけやし。
自分が気持ちええからやったんとちゃうの。あのさ、人が嫌がっとることは。
Alright. Hikaru can't make himself feel good to make Yoshiki uncomfortable. But why is Yoshiki putting his hand in there? Is it because it makes Yoshiki feel good? I don't know.
本当に嘘はついてやんから。俺、お前に嘘つかんて。
うん。そこは信じとるよ。
Will he tell the... Okay, if he won't lie to Yoshiki, what about these deaths? Will he tell the truth about that?
混ざるってのはね、生きたまんま中身があちらに近づいていく。あれの一部になるようなもんや。一生離れられんくなるよ。
It'll stay with you. Oh.
引き寄せやすくなる。
Oh, his arm
昨
got
日よりなん
touched.
か濃くなっとる。
ペットとのんびり遊んどってええんか。
にここで待っていても仕方ないんで探してもらおうと思います。
What is this stuff? Oh, wow.
でもできるやん。勉強できるし。呼吸のネクラやなければ完璧やな。
は？褒めすぎやし。
今の褒め？カツラのお化け。
せやねん、妹が。しかも、めちゃくちゃアグレッシブなんやって。じゃあこの後、お前んちの風呂見に行くわ。
俺はいかんよ。この後用事あるし。
なんで俺の家にお化けてるん？てか、が生きてるところには必ずたまるんよ。汚れ。それはさ、ヨシキがあっちの奴らにとって魅力的なんや。優しいから。ありがとう。
So he gave it to a girl. Alright, so the wig ghost might be attracted to Yoshiki's weirdness because he got touched by Hikaru, maybe.
なんもおらん？いや、おる。マジで？本当にな。俺に寄ってくるんはええけど、なんでヨシキにまで。して入れるよ。
Crush it and eat it.
大丈夫なんか？大丈夫、大丈夫。お前は俺が守るから。
So he's like higher in the ghost food chain, I suppose. Why is it taking so long?
光る！
Hikaru.
おい、学。
大学はどうするんや。
おい、前髪切らんのか。僕に会えないのか、
So it's all of his insecurity, people talking about him.
よしき。逃げんな、バカ。
こいつは昔光と世話をしとった。
カタロ死んだんよしきのせいや。
お前は2回も忘れて。
いい加減認めろや、アホ。絶対嫌や。俺のせいやない。
There's a real kid argument. So it's like some weird mind space.
よしき。
He's really trying to hurt him. What does this all have to do with the wig ghost?
敷の中入って盾にしてやがる。
Huh. It went inside Yoshiki.
ない。
Huh? He absorbed it?
よかった。血で取る。
All right. Why did Hikaru call out from the bathtub? I don't know. I guess he was like trying to having issues dealing with the wig ghost. But that seems significant, the whole argument around the bird. It's got to parallel something.
覚えとった。頭から離れん。俺はいつかまたこいつを手にかけるんちゃうか。
Killing him?
お前が
Well, some
戻って
weird
きて
spirit thing that
本当
got
に
you.
よかった。守るって言ったそばからこんなんで泣きそうや。
Aww.
カエルでも捕まえに行くか。いやや、田舎草。
Too hillbilly.
田舎嫌いやな。俺は田舎好きやで。別に悪いとこばかりはないの知っとるよ。
I guess country is the translation. That's too country.
あの化け物がカオルや母さんに襲いかかっとったら人間ですらないけど
When's it gonna
き
be
っと
ready?
このままいけば人として暮らしていける可能性やって楽しみやなハンバーグそうやな
So we have quieter, less eventful episodes. I'm so used to Stranger Things. There's so much packed into every episode, and Arcane as well. What basically happened is Yoshiki's his evolving thoughts about Hikaru. But what was that? So he dealt with the wig ghost, but it also almost got Yoshiki to do bad thing. I'm waiting for the post-credits shocking revelation. Is this typical in Japan just to have like a cliffhanger happen after the credits? I don't know. It's not normal in the US.
ここです。
なんかの祠か。ほら。何
What?
しとる
Is he some professional
まだこ
hunter?
の下にいるみてえだな。
What's he doing? Ugh. Oh, that's to detect. I forget what it was supposed to do. Ooh.
いつか、この男が村を壊すんではないかと。でも、俺はどこかでそれ
Oh
を
dear.
望む
What's he thinking? We will find out. This was a less eventful episode. But yeah, I'd like to see what will happen. I hope Hikaru and Yoshiki, you know, have happiness. Alright, see you next time. Alright, it's me. I'm now going to react to the 6th episode of The Summer Hikaru Died, titled Asako. I'm guessing from the picture that's the friend, the very excitable friend. So, on to episode 6. Here we go.
スワンプマン雷に打たれて別人に変身したんやっけ。
死んだんよ。男と別人やって気づかんで、死んだ男と新しく生まれた男、同一人物やと思うか。
とは言い切れやんな。やって人間って新陳代謝しとるし数年前と同じ細胞やないもんさ。実質それと同じやない？
I don't know if our brain does, though. I wonder what happened when that housewife lady, I don't know her name, stepped on the train track. That was kind of left hanging. I don't know. And then we got the guys hunting them. And I don't know who Asako is. We'll see.
春に夜空はやがてまた明日願いを見せた。
Pedaling uphill? Yeah.
けてあげられるか。
ありがとうございます。
There are laws against riding in the back of a truck in the US. Oh, this thing that symbolizes Hikaru in a previous episode? What? Oh, what the hell was that?
ごくパークったのを。
よしきさ、俺ん部屋からなんかゲーム持ってきて。なし鉄で。
Is that the game? I don't know what that was. Or a flashback?
やからよしき、あの山には入らんように連れて行かれんで。
おい、こんなとこおったんか。よし。トシ、向こうでみんな飲んどるに、お前も行くで。
今行くわ。
父さんとはろくに話してこやんかった。
Do we know how Hikaru's dad died? I mean, Hikaru had to do the ritual because his dad died early or something?
なんやこれ、これの字よ。インドの役目。
Uh-oh. Spooky ritual stuff.
花火ってすげえ。すごい。
I feel like something freaky is gonna happen with photos of Hikaru, maybe.
ああ、山下行ってもらってくるわ。
ヒカル？
お、
私もついてく。なあ、ヒカルが行方不明になったんってあの山？
うん、そやに。あんまり覚えとらんけど。
来てくれてよかった。
うん。
Ominous.
あなたは一体誰ですか？
Have we been given any hints she knows? Huh. What's up with the red eye?
言うとるの聞こえるやろ？
そっか、朝子。ばあばはな、聞こえやんけどちょっとだけ見える。うちはそういう家系なんや。
あなたは一体 誰ですか?
She was telling him that.
なんでバレたなんでバレたなんでバレたお
Oh.
おい朝子お前何して
What were you doing?
バレそうになったからつい思えば赤よな朝子はさすがに何が
To what? My question too.
死んでまったら悲しいよな踊るのと生きとるのでそんなに違う生きとる方が大切なお前は特別やからお前が死んだら一緒にアイス食えんくなるやん、同じやろお前矛盾しとんぞ命が何かもわからんくせに何が特別や
There's one answer to that. And also, him touching her was gonna kill her? Like doing the weird red-black eye thing? But isn't that what he did with Yoshiki? But I guess it wasn't to kill Yoshiki. He sees him differently. Ooh, he's asking him. Why is he hesitating? Oh no. So he did kill Ms. Matsuura? And he doesn't even know doesn't care about the difference between life and death? I didn't expect other people to be in the know. This changes things.
声がおかしかったんよ。これヤバいんに取り憑かれてまったんやって思って。
Something bad?
そのヤバいやつ、ヨシキを守っとる?
Why would she think it was... I thought she thought that it wasn't necessarily bad.
みたいで、むしろ一緒におった方が安全かもみたいな時もあってん。
It is protecting him.
もしかしたら話通じるかもって話しかけてみてん。ヒカルの中のそいつに。
The thing inside Hikaru, so she's thinking Hikaru's still there somewhere. And I think Hikaru's there somewhere too.
よしき。
Ooh.
朝子。
あ、ヨシキにお大事にって。
Huh. If Yoshiki will talk to him.
死んだってこの世から消えるわけはないし、形が変わるだけで魂はなくならん。
Hikaru so.
よしき。よしきの魂、綺麗なんよな。あかん。よしきには死んでほしない。でもなんでやろ。俺が思っとるんか。それとも、ヒカルの記憶が。心がぐちゃぐちゃでまとまらん。
Hikaru's in there. Okay, there's gonna be some post-credits scene. But what was I gonna say? He said that Yoshiki's different. And I think this is the love, the very strongly hinted at love for Yoshiki that he has. And here it's suggested it's coming from Hikaru, the real Hikaru. Because, I don't know, that seemed like the ghost, whatever the spirit is, not wanting these Hikaru feelings. Anyway, my theory.
Hikaru, 学校行くで。
Alright, so he's still going to school with him. So, another episode where relatively little happened. The fact that Yoshiki now knows, I think it's now established that the spirit did kill Ms. Matsuura, makes this much more serious for Yoshiki. And it's going to be interesting to see how he's going to relate to Hikaru from now on. I don't know, but I imagine he's trying to relate to him normally, and he's going to try to go back to that, I don't know her name, the housewife, and see if she will come up with a plan, because if people are dying, that's not, obviously, he has a responsibility to other people in the village. And then we have the Monster Hunter, too, who's going to be a wild card. I wonder how that's going to affect everything. I initially thought that Hikaru is innocent. Hikaru and the spirit are innocent. Someone else killed the old lady, and the hunters would go after Yoshiki and Hikaru. But it's shaping up to be something else. So that's interesting. Okay, thank you for watching. Hello, it is me, Ronald Off the Record. I am going to be reacting to episode 7 of The Summer Hikaru Died. And I'm recording this on March 17th, and this was a record-setting day in San Francisco, or at least it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be the first 90-degree day in March in San Francisco's history. Allergies. Excuse me. And as you can see, I'm affected by the weather, including allergies. And it's like almost midnight, but my room is still really hot. It still feels like it's the middle of the day to me. But I will manage. So as we start episode 7, it's been a week since I saw episode 6. I remember things starting to escalate, that there was kind of a respite. But as we go into the second half of the season, now there's a friend who now knows something's up with Hikaru and trying to remember how much she is sticking by her guns, because it seemed like she was very apologetic at one point. Well, I'll be reminded by the show, I'm sure. And then Yoshiki now knows that Ms. Matsuura was killed by the thing inside Hikaru. That's what it seems like happened. I'm not 100% sure that's what happened, but that was presented to us. And I've been in denial until now. Hikaru might be bringing about whether thing in Hikaru is harmful. And we'll see what now pans out. Okay, so here we go. Let's react to episode 7. It's more than just a day. I wonder if the name determination, it has two meanings in English. One is having the will and resolve to do something, and the other is to make a decision, or to come to a conclusion. Which I think it's the latter here, about Hikaru. We had that episode end with a housewife walking onto a train track, and we never saw what happened with that. They ditched. They went on a train?
なあ、学校サボってええの？俺ら普段出席率ええし、あらせんも怒らんやろ。
I'm someone who never was absent from school. Like maybe a couple days in high school I was sick, but I probably went to school sick when I shouldn't have for public health reasons. It's like unthinkable to me.
別に怒っとらんよ。
His arm! I was told to notice his arm, and it's got that strange marking that Hikaru touched earlier. Is he corrupted? Gotta see where you're going. Power of friendship. What is this, a flashback? Or forward? Why would he say sorry? Is being gay?
いや、本当怒っとらんから、ミオに。この映画見たがっとったやろ。
Communicate!
おお、やっぱヨシキすげえ。ありがとう。めっちゃ大事にするわ。ヨシキは本当優しいな。
This is kind of like a date.
ああ、母さん。
どうしたの？
あと。
Oh no.
母さん。
Seems foreboding to me now. What would he call her?
父さんにも しく。
Why?
海ってでっかやな。記憶の中にもぼんやりある。
Oh. Just don't kill people, okay, Hikaru?
今度行こに。海。夏休みとか。
I thought we were in the summer. I guess the show started in the summer and then school started.
よしきもおるし。
Aww. Come on.
もちろん
Communicate.
お前が良ければ。
He proposed it. Yoshiki proposed it. His hair.
ええよ。海行こうな。今度。
No, next time. Right. Are there any consequences from the last episode? What's he thinking? I mean, he did feel he's apologized to his parents. He's just kind of like ditching school. He seems like, I don't know if the show's established it, but he seems like the kind of person who wouldn't ditch. I mean, this is pretty, a whole day together.
お邪魔します。
Is something dark gonna happen? Oh my god! No! What if, like, one happy day and then just gonna do this?
今日最初からこうする気で最後くらい楽しい思いさせたら殺してくれ。
This is very dramatic.
それはお願い。なんか
Hikaru won't do it.
俺に叶えてくれ。
Why would he do it? Because Yoshiki can't live this way, and he can't kill him. Ugh. What? Is he taking out?
命の重さ、俺にはやっぱりようわからん。でもこれで簡単に人殺せんくらい小さなったから。お前なんでそこまでして。結局お前は俺を受け入れてくれたよな。その時初めて俺が必要なんやって、ここにいてええんやって思った。ひなの刷り込みやん。そんな。それでもええに。俺にとってはそれでも。アホやな。どこまでもお前に付き合うよ。調べよう。何者なんか。
Oh my goodness. Freaky. Alright. I feel like we've gone through this before, but it's more intense than ever. But he decided the thing needed to die. Yoshiki decided that and wanted to give him a last memory. A good memory. And Hikaru, the thing in Hikaru, is learning about being human, it seems like. Because in the last episode, they didn't understand why people fear death. And so you don't understand why people cling to life and why life is precious. But now that Yoshiki has, okay, tried to kill him, but he understood it as an act of mercy. Didn't take it personally, you can say, personally. He feels devoted to Yoshiki and apparently weakened himself somehow. I imagine his inability to be killed is lessened now because of what he just did, pulling something out of himself. So it makes him more vulnerable, and that's going to be set up for the future because we have, you know, Tanaka and, you know, the threats that will be happening. And Yoshiki's now definitely on his side. So I'm just wondering how this, you know, parallels being gay and in the closet too. One of the commenters said they both feel like outsiders. And whatever this thing they have is, it's forbidden. That's definitely true. But then they add this horror element. The last moment we saw was that disturbing flash and, you know, a glimpse of his true nature. It's not human. It's not supposed to have these feelings. I think Hikaru is in there. I think Hikaru from one of the previous episodes is not completely gone and not completely dead and has merged with this thing. So anyway, those are my thoughts for now. Okay, thank you for watching.